9 News at 9 starts right now.
Thanks for joining us tonight after the game. I'm Alexandra Lewis.
I'm Jennifer Meckles. Getting your hands on concert tickets just is not what it used to be. Prices are so high in some cases, it's like forking over a car insurance payment, even rent.
This week, Colorado joined the chorus accusing Live Nation and Ticketmaster of deceptive pricing tactics. 9 News reporter Shalima Maharaj joins us live tonight at Mile High. Shalima, what are concert goers telling you?
Well, they are saying that they are absolutely tired of paying as much as they have over this last while. And the FTC filed its lawsuit against Ticketmaster and its parent company, Live Nation, in federal court this week. And there are also 7 states on board, Colorado included.
From Taylor Swift to Bad Bunny, I've been to Coachella.
Nina Petrovic is no stranger to going the distance for a good concert.
I've gone to LA for shows. I've gone to Vienna for shows.
She's a huge music fan.
My cat's name is Swiftie.
She was one of the lucky ones, scoring tickets to the highest grossing tour of all time.
I would say the most I ever paid was for the Taylor Swift show in Indiana, and that was a floor seat, and that was $2,000.
She also had floor seats for one of Swift's European stops, except those were $700.
Yeah, I think it is a good idea to find out why are we paying this high.
The Federal Trade Commission has some ideas, and it's taking Ticketmaster and parent company Live Nation to court.
That there is a monopoly power which is abused by Ticketmaster, and now they are trying to find out if there are some illegal activities that were happening under the table too.
7 states are part of the lawsuit, and Colorado is one of them. The suit alleges Ticketmaster is triple dipping on fees for the same tickets.
I do see they are excessively high right now.
It accuses Ticketmaster of working with brokers, allowing them to scoop up tickets in bulk, forcing ordinary concert goers to turn to secondary markets where they pay a premium.
Because I know some places offer maybe like a Klarna or a payment plan, but do I really want to do a payment plan for a ticket?
Petrovic is now encouraging more people to raise their voices.
So when we have these high ticket prices that kind of indicate, well, there's only a certain group that can go or a certain tax bracket that can go, it really is just very discouraging.
Now, the FTC says that Ticketmaster controls about 80% of major concert venues' primary ticketing, and that is a massive slice of the pie. Now, Nina Petrovic, along with several others that we actually spoke to for this story, they tell us that the ticket prices continue to go up. They're going to have to make some serious decisions. Live in Denver, Shalima Maharaj, 9 News.
It is the last weekend of summer, and your weekend forecast will certainly feel like it. We are expecting some warm temps, even, the 80s? We're going to check in with meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen with those details. How hot are we talking this weekend, Corey?
Yeah, we'll see some 80s. So we'll get up in the 80s tomorrow and most likely Sunday as well. It's going to be a really nice weekend. You saw that chopper video there showing the sky. First kind of big lenticular cloud of the season this morning. The sky really looked like fall today, although it was a little bit on the warm side. You can see those clouds pushing through the state of Colorado and a little bit of moisture in that as well. Most of that is up at the higher elevations above tree line tonight. But tomorrow, those storms will be back in the mountains, a little bit more scattered and a little bit more impactful. Low temperatures tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the first day of the season where our normal low drops down below 50 degrees, but we'll stay above that here in Denver, some low 30s in the mountains, and then we'll rebound into the 80s in the afternoon, 81, 82 in the Denver metro area, 60s and 70s in the mountains. And here's a look at your next 3 days. Beautiful weekend. In fact, I'm going to go with real nice weekend. And then we do have a storm system coming in on Monday, so I do have some explaining to do with that because that looks pretty strong and impactful for some of us. So guys, I'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
All right, Corey, thank you. Law enforcement in Texas is now asking for help in Colorado with a decades-old murder case that's gone cold. In 1984, Roberta Muma's skeletal remains were found in a remote area near Wizard Wells, about 65 miles northwest of Dallas-Fort Worth. Authorities did not identify her until last year. They had to use advanced forensic technologies and DNA analysis. They say she was 25 years old at the time she died, and Texas Rangers believe that Muma may have spent some time right before that in Colorado, specifically Denver and Boulder. Now they want to try to find anybody who knew her then and when she was in Colorado, Tennessee, or Texas. It was a case that captured Colorado's attention, and now the family of Megan Trussell is pushing for another look at their daughter's death. Investigators have ruled it a suicide.
Trussell was a student at CU when her body was found in Boulder Canyon this past February. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez joins us tonight live from Pearl Street, where Megan's parents are spreading awareness about their daughter's story as new students and families come to campus this year.
Yeah, Alex, and this is a story that we've done quite a bit of reporting on. Ultimately, the Boulder County coroner ruling Megan's death as a suicide. Now, since the beginning, Megan's family has pushed back against that ruling, even doing some investigating of their own, like when they found Megan's cell phone before authorities did. So this weekend, it's Families Weekend here at CU in Boulder, and the family says they're using this time to talk to a wider audience as they push for answers. It's a new semester at CU for students, and an annual event is underway, this time with a somber tone for one family.
She was here for her parents' weekend last year. Yeah, Megan was, participating in the event.
For Vanessa Diaz, it's not a warm welcome to the school year.
Every time I come up to Boulder, I get a feeling of panic, and I just worry so much for the kids that I see walking on the path that Megan walked on, and I just think, you never know.
Vanessa's daughter, Megan Trussell, was a student at CU. Megan was reported missing back in February, and her body was found days later near the 40-mile marker of Boulder Canyon. Boulder County investigators say Megan died by suicide.
I'll never know what happened exactly to Megan, especially since they are investigating. But maybe we can prevent it from happening again by spreading awareness.
Megan's family believes by sharing her story, more people will see what they do.
And they ruled it a suicide, so I'm just trying to spread awareness.
Awareness that starts with parents on Pearl Street.
It's not going to bring her back, but I really want that justice for her.
Justice, her mother Vanessa says Megan deserves.
What I would like is for Boulder County and the city of Boulder to recognize and acknowledge that something very horrible happened to Megan.
As we've continued to follow this story with Megan and her family, we have reached out several times to the Boulder County Sheriff's Office. They assure us that the investigation into Megan's death has concluded. As for what Megan's family is doing tonight, I want to give you guys a little bit of a look here at. This is one of the flyers that the family is actually handing out to people tonight. In it is a QR code that leads to what they tell me is to an online petition asking for authorities to reopen Megan's case. They say eventually they plan to send that to Governor Jared Polis. In Boulder, Colton Chavez, 9 News.
New tonight, a hunter is okay after breaking an ankle and needing to be rescued from Pitkin County. The sheriff's office was called about the 54-year-old just after 9:45 this morning after he became stuck on Capitol Creek Trail, a popular but pretty rugged route in the Elk Mountains. Mountain Rescue Aspen helped coordinate a Flight for Life helicopter to airlift that man out. Authorities say he is stable tonight in the hospital and he will receive more treatment.
We're now able to trace at least some of the steps of the two hunters who disappeared more than a week ago while looking for elk in the San Juans in southern Colorado. The bodies of Andrew Porter from North Carolina and Ian Stasko from Utah were recovered in Conejos County yesterday. Investigators say there are no obvious signs of trauma. GPS data shows the pair set out from the Rio de los Pinos trailhead on September 7th. They hiked north and camped several nights above 11,000 feet. By September 11th, a powerful early season storm hit that area with hail, strong winds, even snow. That same day, their satellite device stopped sending location pings. Autopsies are scheduled for Monday to determine exactly how those men died.
Barry Morphew, the man accused of killing his wife, Suzanne Morphew, 5 years ago, is out of jail tonight. Morphew posted bail on today after supporters raised the money needed to cover his $3 million bail. The judge allowed him to use a surety. That usually means putting up 10% of that total. As a result, it's likely to cost $300,000 to pay his bail. Morphew had to surrender his passport, and he was fitted with a GPS monitor, something 9 News legal analyst Scott Robinson called an important safeguard.
In serious cases, electronic monitoring of the presence or absence of an accused is routine. Judges, for obvious reasons, want to make sure that people who are released on bond don't flee the jurisdiction or, even worse, flee the country.
Morphew is expected to be back in court on November 3rd.
Arvada police have arrested a man after a body was found in a black box near a dumpster at an apartment complex. Arvada police say it was a maintenance worker who found the body of a 29-year-old woman Monday morning. This was at the Perch on 52nd Apartments. Unclear exactly how she died, but police say it's definitely a suspicious death. Police arrested Daniel Ryan Clark on suspicion of abusing a corpse, tampering with a dead body, and tampering with physical evidence. He is now being held in the Jefferson County Jail.
Lakewood police have arrested the man accused in last month's fatal shooting at an RTD stop.
Yeah, tonight we're also learning some new details about what investigators think happened that night. 9 News reporter Ria Jha joins us now. You've reviewed court records and you've also kept in touch with the victim's family.
Yeah, I spoke with the victim's sister, who said the weeks while the suspect was still on the run were some of the hardest she's ever faced, that anxiety of not knowing where that person was. And she's been spending her time organizing her brother's funeral, which is on Saturday. She told me the one thing she wanted was for the suspect to be found before then. And
walking out of a Jefferson County courtroom,
I haven't been sleeping, haven't been eating.
The weight of the past few weeks finally felt a little lighter for Ruth Steiner.
We came out of the bond hearing for the man who is accused of murdering my brother.
Her brother, Joshua Green, was shot near an RTD station in Lakewood on August 27th. Ruth has been praying for one thing ever since.
To find him. Yeah.
To find the person who did this. And Wednesday night,
I literally cried.
A detective called her to say they had arrested 23-year-old Adrian Slaughter on suspicion of murdering her brother. Investigators linked Slaughter to the crime through prior arrests. Court records show he has an extensive criminal history and was on parole at the time of the shooting. For this first hearing on Thursday, he appeared virtually from jail.
I did see him on the screen, yes. I felt angry. I just want to know why.
9 News Investigates obtained video referenced in court documents that show the moments leading up to the shooting.
There was people sitting on each side of my brother, and he walks up, he stops specifically in front of my brother, shoots only my brother and runs off.
Witnesses told police everyone else at the stop knew each other and were affiliated with a gang that the shooter was not a part of. Ruth doesn't know whether Josh knew the man now accused of taking his life.
Do you know what you took from me and his children and his family? The mission of it all is still the same. Obviously, I want justice for my brother.
With her sights set on justice, this arrest has at least brought her one step closer to peace.
With him being arrested, it was probably my first night of sleep since the initial shooting, and it was probably the greatest sleep I've gotten.
Yeah, a little bit more clarity for her. So Adrian Slaughter is now being held at the Jefferson County Jail, facing a charge of first-degree murder after deliberation. He'll be in court again next week. Ria Jha, 9 News.
Police are investigating after 3 gunshots were fired into the lobby of the ABC 10 building in Sacramento. Happened around 1:40 this afternoon. Investigators say this was a drive-by shooting. There were employees in the building at the time it happened. Fortunately, nobody got hurt. Detectives are combing through surveillance video, searching for any suspect information.
Fortunately, we haven't had a lot of attacks on our media partners, and we like to keep it that way. This is unacceptable behavior, and so, to those that may have been responsible for this, I hope you see this, we're not going to stop looking for you. This is unacceptable behavior. It's not going to be tolerated in Sacramento.
ABC 10's parent company, Tegna, same owner we have here at 9 News. The company released this statement saying, quote, "While details are still limited, importantly, all of our employees are safe and unharmed. We are fully cooperating with law enforcement and have taken additional measures to ensure the continued safety of our employees."
Students and staff at Evergreen High School will return to the classroom a little more than a week after a shooting rocked that community. This is a live look at next week's schedule. Monday, staff will return. There will also be a parent information session at Bergen Park Church Monday and Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, there will be an open house walkthrough for parents and students at the school. A 2-day student gradual return to EHS will take place Thursday and Friday. Jeffco Public Schools says there will be a check-in process when people arrive at the building.